Hello, my fellow cigar smokers, and welcome to Smoker's Pod, the long-awaited Davidoff Chef's Edition 2021. Let's smoke it. Guys, we are ready to smoke that Davidoff. That was a crazy stick because I did the unboxing like a couple of weeks ago, and I announced, of course, I'm going to review the cigar. And really surprisingly, because I never thought that that Davidoff edition is so much awaited. A lot of people were asking me on Instagram, on YouTube, when are you going to review the Chef's Edition? So here we go. Let's smoke it. And I know I say very often, I say I'm excited to smoke it, but in this case, I'm very excited to smoke it because obviously so many people waiting for it. But before we start, let's get a few numbers and facts straight. It's a Churchill size, and it has a ring gauge of 48 and is more or less exactly 7 inches long. The price is a little bit difficult because, as I explained in the unboxing, it's not available in Germany, but the box, which comes in with 10 cigars, is 360 Swiss francs, and that's around about, I don't know, like 355 euros or so. So per stick, that's roughly 35 euros, which is about $37-$38, more or less in the typical limited edition Davidoff price range. But in this case, it's coming together with a kick-ass ashtray / cutting board, which I showed in the review, but I just want to show you one more time. That here is the box where the 10 cigars were in, and over here you see that's like a cutting board / holder for something. You can put cigars in there or glasses, and that is the ashtray. So for me, one of the most beautiful additions Davidoff did in a long time, because it's not only looking nice. Well, let me put it here. It's not only looking nice. You can actually use it for something. Ashtray, cutting board, or holding things, putting things in it. Cool stuff. Without further saying, let's get it cutted and see what the cold draw has to offer. Schnibbel. Sweet. And something like, I don't know, that reminds me really strong, like, you know, when it's raining and you're in the forest, for example, you have that smell of moist leaves, grass, whatever. So that's something I'm getting when I'm smelling on the cigar. Interesting combination. Let's get it started. Churchill size, usually not my go-to Vitola. I mean, better than, for example, like a Lonsdale or something like this. But a little bit too slim, a little bit too long for me. But every now and then it's a real pleasure smoking it. And I hope that will happen with that stick over here. As usually with Davidoff, very good draw. You know, with cigars that where the ring gauge is like under 50, you always have to be a little bit careful that you're not smoking too fast, so that the cigar is not getting too hot. Because once it's too hot, man, the chances are very high that the taste is like, and the aroma's like destroyed, you know. So take a little bit slower. I mean, anyhow, it's a good suggestion too when you're smoking a cigar. You shouldn't be in a hurry. Take it easy, nice and slow. Take your time, enjoy the cigar. Like live in the moment. Philosophy thing. Chef's edition, guys. I already told you a lot of stuff in the unboxing. I'm not going to repeat that. But just like roughly. Davidoff was working together with 3 chefs and they're creating that cigar. It should like working well together with food, obviously. And not a whole lot of you, like, that's my experience, enjoying a cigar together with food. I'm not talking about like snacks, you know, like chips or a piece of chocolate. I mean with like eating a steak and french fries and salad and smoking a cigar. Not a whole lot of people I know doing that. And it's not my typical lunch or dinner. From time to time, if I want to like experiment a little bit, I'm doing that. But usually I'm eating, and after, you know, after dinner, smoking a good cigar together with an espresso. For me, that's a really good pairing. So also here, I'm not eating something, just smoking a cigar, but I'm trying to imagine what can be a good meal getting along with that cigar. A little bit of pepper. Well, not too strong. When you take a puff, you can hear. It's probably the mic is not like sensitive enough to getting that, but I can hear it. When you puff, you can hear the wrapper. And it's not like that it's too dry. Sometimes you have that when you have you don't even have to see it, but some wines, they're making like this crackling noises. I love that. 6 different tobaccos in here. An Ecuadorian hybrid 238 wrapper, a Mexican San Andres Negro binder, and the rest is all Dominican in the filler. So pepper, and it starts with a little bit of that minerally side note, so that typical Dominican thing, but just really, I think when you're not very experienced with smoking cigars, you probably not even tasting that, and maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I can feel it. Not a whole lot more at the moment, really. Construction feels good. You have a good feeling when you have your cigar in your hand. Draw is good. Burn, can't say that right now, it's looking good at the moment. But you know, anyhow, with Davidoff, the ash is like the weak spot. Very often I have it. No matter if it's like the regular editions or limited editions, where the ash tends to fall down very soon. But I can live with that. Not one of that cigars that like instantly hit you and think, wow, that's the shit. Not like that, but a good start. Um, Let me think a little bit of food. Smoke that cigar. And let's see where this will lead us to. Talking about chefs, gourmet kitchen, and that stuff. Guys, the other day I visited. It's called Smokers 100 Lounge. And that is a smokers lounge, a cigar lounge, that is located in the Kempinski Hotel in Frankfurt. I'm there very often, but just because it's a nice place hanging out, And I mean very often, not like in the Davidoff flagship store, but let's say once like every 2 weeks or so, maybe. And my friends, that is like that story that I'm about to tell you. That's like a 5-star shed, a 5-star dump. Crazy place, It's looking very good, but it's like with like that gourmet food star kitchen shit. You're always getting something, and you're not 100% sure if that is for real what they're serving you there, because you're eating all that crap and you're not full. Give me a nice burger and French fries, and I'm pretty happy. Anyways, guys, and that reminds me of the chef's edition because it has this image of chefs, gourmet kitchen, luxury, all that stuff. So it's 5 minutes past 10 a.m. and I'm arriving in that Smokers 100 lounge. It's like empty. And I'm sitting there, like cutting my cigar, getting ready for smoking, because a little bit later I had an appointment over there. Across the room there's a door that is leading to the bar, to the kitchen, and that is where all the guys coming in, like the people who are working there. So, been there, doing my thing, and then this guy opens the door, and it's like, I don't know, 15 meters away, right? He opens the door, and he keeps on standing in the door, and he's like yelling, and saying, "You want to drink something?" And I was, yes. "What do you want?" And are you for real? What's going on, man? And this dude shuts the door, vanished. 5 minutes later, a lady's coming in at my table. Very nice, and asking me, "Oh, can I bring you something?" I was looking at her, and I said, "You know what? Like 5 minutes ago, one of your colleagues was coming in, standing at the door, yelling at me. What the fuck is going on here? For you, I couldn't believe it, And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know who that was." Yeah. So I ordered something, and then the next point, I was like, they serving breakfast until 10 a.m. And I'm in there like 5 minutes past 10. So I'm asking, you're serving breakfast still? And she was looking like, no, it's too late. What? I, I didn't say anything, right? I said, okay, well, I was damn hungry. So, when are you serving food again? Oh, we're starting, the kitchen opens again at 12 o'clock. Alright, so, okay. So you're in that 5-star thing, right? You expect something. This guy's yelling at you like in an Irish pub next door. And not even there to do that. And then they're not serving me anything for breakfast because I'm 5 minutes late. Man, that was something else. So another friend was coming in. We were smoking. We had that appointment. The other guys left, and then we were looking at the menu card, and we ordered he ordered a sandwich. I ordered a sandwich. Sandwich arrived, and an hour later, we're about to leave, and of course, like, check please, thank you, ma'am, and then 2 sandwiches, like, he had a Coke, I had a water, an espresso, what like this, 80 euros. Alright, man. Poor service. A sandwich for like 30 bucks. That was not bad, but it's like I can do it myself, like for 3 euros, and it's, don't get me wrong, guys, if there's top quality service, top quality food, whatever, I'm willing to pay, like, what is it worth, But that was crazy. I just had to tell you this. I'm still working here with my Davidoff Chef's Edition. Disappointed about the ash and the burn. They're both average. But for a cigar that's like 35 bucks, I expect a little bit more performance-wise. Alright. Let's forget the ash and the burn, which is, like I said, average. After the first third, the pepper vanished, which was okay. That minerally thing is still there, which is okay because it's in the background. Only in the retrohale you're still getting the pepper. And that is, like, for me, that's a good combination. Smoke output is okay. Hello. It's creamy. A little bit of sweetness, like that bitter chocolate sweetness. And it's very mild. So definitely it's a good cigar. In the combination with the ashtray I was showing you, good combination. I think the overall package is absolutely okay. But that specific Davidoff is not just my cup of tea. It's a good cigar, has good aromas, good development. Ash and burn, as I said, but it's too mild for me. It's too mild for, maybe it's a good starter, but for a starter it's a little bit too expensive. So happy that I got it together with the ashtray and everything. But let's assume it's available over here in Germany, which is not. But let's just think about that theory. I wouldn't buy it again. But for people who are liking mild cigars, you can find the Davidoff signature thing in there a little bit. But it has this extra twist, which is okay. But since it's too mild, I'm more into that, let's say, Yamasa. The Davidoff Yamasa, the Davidoff Nicaragua. The Winston Churchill late hour. So that sticks. But definitely a good cigar. You're probably not disappointed when somebody's offering you that cigar and you're smoking. Would say, hey, good stick, but not like phenomenal good. So after so many people were asking for it, it's a little bit disappointing because it would be nicer if I could have saying like, guys, that thing is, it was worth the wait. That is like, Jesus Christ, that stick will blow you away. So it's just a good cigar, which is still okay. My friends, I really hope you can smoke a good cigar, enjoy life, and most importantly, stay safe and stay healthy. And I hope to see you around at Smoker's Spot. Cheers.